Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've sat down and done a video. As you can probably tell from the last video, we are expecting. So there's like a lot to update, but sorry if I'm staring in the viewfinder. I literally can't help it. This is the first day, probably since I got pregnant, that I have worked out. And no, let me just start over. I've worked out every day, but I haven't like showered and worked out this early in the day. So this is a good day. I'm getting better. I washed my hair, put on a little bit of makeup, and I'm feeling more motivated today than I have yet this whole pregnancy. So I'm due the first week of March. I'm like almost 11 weeks, I think. We've never told people this early, but obviously this is my third baby. I'm showing a little earlier. I've been feeling like poo. My whole family kind of caught on to it. I have had no motivation. I've napped like 3 times a week, and I hate napping. Everyone knows that. I've been getting 12 hours plus hours of sleep a night. I think it was just kind of obvious that like so many things changed, that something was different with me. But it's a good thing that it happened this summer when my schedule is not as crazy, and basically we just work till noon every single day. So I have a lot more time to rest and be unmotivated, because I don't know what I would have done if this would have happened during the school year, where it's like we have our first shift, then our second shift, and then our third shift, and we aren't home till 4, so we're gone like all day every day. But I'm just happy that it happened when it happened. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. So I have some questions that I'm gonna answer, because I feel like people are like, also, I don't know what's going on with me, but my skin is like super dry. I remember itching it in the middle of the night last night, and it's still super itchy, so I'm trying to like put on lotion. But anyways, we'll get started with this video. I have some questions that I feel like I want to answer just like in the first trimester that have happened and stuff like that. So I wrote it down on my phone because we know I can't remember anything. So first question, is this our last baby? The answer is probably yes. We do know the gender, it's a boy, and that's kind of what we wanted, not gonna lie. But then I think more about it and I get kind of sad, because I just like am thinking about my own personal family, and I have 2 sisters and a brother, and my sisters are a lot younger than me. They're like 10 years difference, but now it's like kind of fun because they're in high school and they're more mature, and like I can talk to them about real problems and real things. And I get kind of sad because I just think about Harper, and like she's my only girl that I can like do that with, and like me and my mom are super close, and that's why I'm glad I have one girl, because I just think about my brother, and he just like doesn't really talk, and he's super not into family events and stuff like that. So I just get kind of sad because I'm like, well, I'm gonna have 2 boys. What if they're like that? Sorry, Colin, but I really hope my kids aren't like you. But anyways, they could be polar opposite and be, I don't know. That's why I try not to think too much about it. But probably, yes, this is probably going to be our last baby. If not, it'll be 10 years. And then we'll have like another batch of 2 of them if we feel like, we just really feel like we need to. Basically, since Phil and I have been together, we've had kids, and it's just weird to think about like one day they'll be grown up. And I am a worrywart, we all know this. So I constantly think like, well, what if something happens to one and then I only have 2? I don't know, I just think the worst. It's horrible, and I need to stop thinking like that. But things happen, and I just hope that my babies are healthy, and we would have loved it either way. Harper would love a sister, but she also thinks she's a boy and likes a lot of male things per se, so she'll fit right in. Her and Caden get along great, and they're like almost 4 years apart. So next question, symptoms. Well, basically the only symptoms I've had are I've had 0 motivation, you guys, 0. And I'm telling you, I hate it. This is exactly how I felt with Caden. When I got pregnant with Caden, I was in high school, so I didn't think pregnancy, like I didn't even think about, oh, I might be pregnant. I thought, do I have mono again? I had mono in 10th grade, and I swear I thought I had it again. I was taking 6-hour naps, and like I would not get up for school. I just would not. Like school started at 7:30. I think I got up at 7:10. It was bad. And yeah, that's my main thing. I'm tired, not motivated, and I hate it. I've had very like dull headaches. I hate that as well. I freak out about stuff like that. I don't like it. So that's not been fun. I haven't had morning sickness. I don't remember if I ever had that with any of them. But I've had like this time, if I don't eat basically every 5 minutes from weeks 4 to 6, I would say. 4 to 8. If I didn't eat every 5 minutes, I would get really like, I don't even know if it was nauseous or it was like very unexplainable, but like I kind of was afraid that I was gonna like puke just because like I felt so hungry. Not because I was nauseous, but because I felt like I hadn't eaten in 5 years and I ate 5 minutes ago, you know what I mean? So safe to say carbs have been my friend. Snacking has been constant. I'm like being really hard on myself when it comes to that because I'm really into fitness, as a lot of people know. And I try to eat healthy, but we all know that I'm a full believer in everything in moderation. I love carbs. I won't ever give up carbs. Love carbs. But I try to also eat like other good things, you know what I mean? So chocolate I don't see as a unhealthy food. I see that as a healthy food. That's just how I grew up. My grandma thinks that way. My mom thinks that way. We all have chocolate drawers, and it's never caused me any issues. My family, like on my dad's side, just doesn't get it, and they're like, I went there to visit them. They live in Colorado, and I went there to visit them, and I ate like almost a whole bag of chocolate, and they were like, oh my god, that's so unhealthy and all this stuff. I'm like, you guys, I eat so healthy that me eating chocolate every single night is balancing it, you know what I mean? Like I just like, I don't know, I feel like they just don't get it, and I feel like a lot of people won't get it, but I eat really healthy, and then I can eat a whole bag of chocolate at night. That's just how I am. It's just my thing, and it's all dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate, so people like worry about it, and I'm just like, I used to eat, when I was my fittest ever, I was eating a king size Kit Kat bar every single night. That was when Caden was like, I don't remember, it was a while ago. But I just had a rant on that because I'm a full believer that chocolate is a healthy food, and that's enough about that. But I haven't sadly like wanted chocolate. Now I'm thinking about chocolate, I kind of want some. I have my drawer over there with it, but for like 2 weeks there I didn't want chocolate, and Phil, like, I feel really bad, he came home from work with like 2 like darked up chocolate bars for me, and I was like, oh thanks, and he's like, well, are you gonna eat them? I'm like, I really don't want them. And he tried. So I haven't wanted to eat meat, and that makes me sad because I need meat. And if I've wanted meat, it's been red meat, and I'm anti-red meat. I never eat red meat, ever. But I've wanted, like, if anything, I've wanted red meat. It's so weird. And I don't like it. I hate what pregnancy does to your body, and I have no issue with talking about it at all. Anyways, I don't like pregnancy. I really liked it with Caden, but I was also so young, and I was super unhealthy. I gained like 60 pounds with him. Like, it was not good. I was eating Burger King like every night. Phil always tells me, I wish you were like that with every pregnancy. You were so happy. And I'm like, because I was eating Burger King every night and I was large. Like, I had issues with his pregnancy towards the end because of it, but apparently I didn't care. But ever since then, I feel like the only issues, like the only thing that pregnancy has like caused me issues with is just towards the end I get super on edge and anxious, and it's like kind of scary to me. And then after like week 20 with Harper, since I had a previous C-section, I just felt like there was so much weight on my C-section, and it caused me a lot of pain, like a lot of pain, like till I was done. So that was not fun. I also worked out until the night before I had her. So that made recovery better. And yeah, but I just, I don't love pregnancy. I wish I did, but I still appreciate it and can, I don't know. I appreciate pregnancy and what I get in the end. And I wouldn't change a thing, because I know some women out there wish more than anything that they could get pregnant, and I wish that they could too. But I'm just saying, like, it's not, I appreciate what it does and I'm thankful for it, but it doesn't mean I have to enjoy it, if you know what I mean. So I do not enjoy it. if I did not have to go through pregnancy or postpartum, I'd probably have 1,000 kids because I love kids. I love the end result. I do not love postpartum at all. I get extremely anxious, and it's usually very, very, very bad and scary, and I can't be alone for weeks after I have a baby, and that really scares me, and I already think about it now, and I kind of start to cry because I'm not looking forward to that at all. That's why I can't have any more kids after this. I just don't think that I can mentally do it. So, sad but true. So another question I put on here is, this is gonna be long, I'm sorry. I only have, well, I guess I'm only on like my third one. But my next thing I put on here is why now? I feel like there was almost 4 years between Caden and Harper, and Phil and I really agreed this time that we do not want to start over, but also we want to be mindful of appreciating time with Harper, and we kind of always said like when she turns 2, like maybe we'll try again. So we kind of agreed to try again when she turned 2, but we weren't sure, and then the time came where it's like we'll do it once and see if it happens. Well, it did. So here we are. So how we found out the gender so early, like I said, I'm not even out of the first trimester, but we did the sneak peek test and it said male and 100% accurate. So every review I've read about it says that it's extremely accurate. None of them have ever been wrong as I read reviews. I'm really glad we did it just because we kept a ton of Harper's old clothes and we're going to get rid of them. It's just taking up space, and I have friends that could use them that have little babies, and we just need to get a ton of little boy clothes. We don't have any, and I'm not going to buy any new clothes at all. I'm going to go to our local like used place because I don't care about my baby being a fashion model. I understand that they are going to be in those clothes for like 3 days and basically only get to wear each outfit one time before they grow out of it. So other than like the coming home outfit or first couple outfits, my baby will be in used clothes, and I'm proud of it because I don't want to spend $30 on each baby outfit. I just think that's dumb, but that's just me. If we had the money coming out of our butt that it wasn't an issue, sure, maybe I would care more, but I just rather save money where we can. So next, our schedule now, well, I have been pregnant, so like I said, I think I kind of already went over this. We've basically work every morning until noon, and then we come home and have lunch, and Harper goes down for a nap, and Caden has quiet time. Harper, I put her down at 12 something, and it's 2:45, and I can still hear her talking, but she hasn't once like said for me to come get her or anything. She's just talking. It drives me nuts. But let's see. Yeah, they go down for a nap, and then usually I honestly didn't cook dinner for weeks on end, and I got on top of my game again this week on Sunday, and I went on Pinterest and I picked out meals and I meal prepped. I didn't really prep, but we went grocery shopping and got everything that we are going to need, and I have all my meals laid out for the week, and I'm so proud of myself. That's a big deal. Anyways, just thought I would update. And then Caden has football 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then usually we try to do something as a family. We always try to get out on a walk every single night for a couple miles just because it's cut me off, but basically it's good for the dog and it's good for us and something we can do as a family. We need to appreciate summer because I have been so lazy these last couple days, or these last couple of weeks. But Caden is going to kindergarten, and then I think we're starting back up with like our normal work schedule, and I think it will be really good for us. As much as I'm not looking forward to getting up super early again, it's good for me. So anyways, do we have a name? We picked out a name, but I just feel like it's so early that like I don't know if I want to stick to it, and I won't announce for like a long time probably. But we did pick out a name. All of my kids, all of them, I only have 2, well now a third coming, but we do my maiden name we put in their middle name, so my kids all are gonna have 2 middle names. They do have 2 middle names. I have 2 middle names. I kept my last name and my middle name. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. So the last 2 names will be Tejan Duncan, and it's not hyphenated. Tejan is just gonna be part of their middle name. I get that question all the time, but yeah. So we need to start looking at more names just to make sure like we know that we want a specific, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But now, no, not really, kind of, sort of, I don't know. So telling my family members, I need to do a whole video on this. I did record telling a few family members. When we told the kids, we recorded it and I already posted that video just because it was too cute and I just couldn't not do it. So I did. But, telling our family members is kind of like the least thing that we look forward to, just being that I'm 24 and he's 25, and this is our 3rd kid, and we started when we were super young, like not purposely, but 17 I got pregnant the first time. I just feel like it's never been a positive reaction from almost anybody, friends sometimes, but we've just, it's always been a negative thing. Phil's side of the family honestly has always been very positive and like asking for more babies, and they're very supportive when it comes to that sort of thing. And I love my family. I'm so close with my family, but it makes me sad to say that I don't look forward to telling them about pregnancies, because I don't know, they love the baby once it comes, but it's like we're young and they just worry about us. That's basically what it comes down to. But I'm gonna do a whole video on that because there are some like negative reactions, I would say, but I'm not gonna, I stopped caring, and it's like not even gonna, I don't know. We're old enough to make our own decisions at this point, and I just feel like we know what's best for our family, and God wouldn't put us in this position if he didn't think that we could handle it. And I feel like I'm a kick butt mom, if you ask me. I really feel like I was meant to do this, and I'm good at it, and I'm not afraid to say that. I think I'm a really, really, really involved and good mom, and I feel like, I don't know, but I need to make a whole separate video on that, and I'll put in like reactions that I have gotten from family members and friends, because there are some very positive ones, but some I just didn't even record, and some just like it just wasn't a good timing, or it was like over the phone, or some honestly I didn't even tell, and I just had my mom or dad tell them because I just didn't want to deal with what they would say. And honestly, we, from other than my mom and my dad and like my grandparents and a couple others, like no one said congratulations, no one, it's never looked at as a positive thing. I feel like they always just think, oh, it's an accident, and that sucks. I don't know, but I don't even want to get into that because it kind of makes me emotional and sad. But at the end of the day, we're family, and whatever. Do I like pregnancy? I went over this. I do not. I appreciate it, but I do not enjoy it. I enjoy the 2nd trimester, like before you get huge and uncomfortable, and when you're done being tired, and I don't know, I think it's so cute in the 2nd trimester. It's very cute, and you can still fit in your clothes, and Harper's yelling for me now, of course. Anyways, what's my due date? I don't really want to be specific because I have huge babies, and I'm going to have a planned C-section, so I don't know for sure. But based on my last period, it would basically be like the beginning of the 2nd week of March, and depending on baby's growth and all that, I have really big babies. But we'll do a 39-week thing and just a planned C-section, so I will give more details when we find out, but right now we're not exactly sure. I talked about postpartum and how I'm not looking forward to it. We decided to tell so early just because we went to the doctor twice. Everything looked good, and we heard heartbeat, and by I mean me. Phil's had to work, and it's only been worked out scheduling wise in the middle of the day where he just can't make it, which is okay because I still like record or take pictures and show him. My camera is gonna die. How did I tell Phil? I don't know. Basically, when we did it once, we kind of just knew what would happen. We're very fertile people, which we found out easily from previous children. So I don't really want to get into that because we were both kind of shocked and like, I don't know. not really shocked because like I said, we kind of knew it would happen, but like we're like, oh, okay, so it's real. I don't know. It's just like now he's really excited, and he's super excited to have another boy because he's Harper's his little princess, and I think he can only deal with her and me with our high maintenance selves. So how did I tell my parents? I'll talk about that in a video as well, where I talk about how we told family members. I talked about how we told the kids, and we did want a boy, but we would be happy either way, and we have to figure out a room situation because we currently have 3 bedrooms in our house. Our basement is unfinished. Caden really wants to share a room with the baby, but he doesn't even use his room. Harper will probably end up sharing just because they're so close in age, and our kid will not, our newest member of our family will not even go in their own room until 9 months. We keep the baby in our room, but we do need somewhere to put their stuff. So if anybody has any organizational things to how kids are going to share a room, we're not going to get another room finished downstairs before this baby comes, I'm almost positive. So if you have any advice on that, let me know. But right now we just have an upstairs, and downstairs is playroom, gym, and where our dog sleeps. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see anything else about this pregnancy thing, or what's gonna, I don't know, just let me know what other videos you'd like to see. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.